Sunday night. Let's start with Philly. On a bright note, I thought shoved around Miami. The eye test, they're on a completely different level, and they should be. I mean, that roster right now, they're damn healthy. Feels like the best roster in the NFL. Like they now are the clear 1 seed with the Niners losing a second game, now playing the Bengals this week. Eagles got to feel pretty good about themselves because they get home field advantage again. I mean, a lot of people in Philly are going to be thinking World Series champs, back to the Super Bowl, let's rock and roll. The one negative, which I don't think is really debatable right now, I like Jalen. I root for Jalen. Jalen stands for everything I like in a player. Coachable, tough, not afraid of criticism, is quick to take accountability when he screws up. But just in a vacuum, the way he's playing relative to last year, the reason they gave him all this money is because they saw last year, and you just assume he's going to keep playing like that. Obviously, you remove the offensive coordinator. You never know, but you still hope that the high-level play is going to continue. And right now, he's still a great playmaker. He's awesome outside the tackle box. His go route, the ball that he hit to A.J. Brown, he throws a beautiful ball down the field. But right now, as a pocket passer, I don't even think you could argue that he doesn't really look right. He doesn't look comfortable, whether that's Brian Johnson. Listen, the head coach is an offensive guy. I know he's not calling the plays. They got to figure that out, because if they could just get him comfortable, they're clearly right now, top to bottom, the best team in the NFL, but he's a little off. And if that's your biggest issue, knowing a guy that will grind his ass off, do everything humanly possible to fix it, I feel pretty good. Because defensively, they got players everywhere. The volumes, Darius Slay, always making plays. The rookies making plays. Hassan Reddick's coming on. Obviously, A.J. Brown looks like George Kittle and Deebo Samuel had a baby. Just a freak show. DeAndre Swift, classic Howie Roseman. Another classic Howie Roseman today. They're 6-1. They look, headed back toward an NFC Championship game. What does he do? Trades for one of the better safeties in the league. Guys getting a little older in age from the Tennessee Titans. But you go, oh, what'd they give up for the Titan star safety? Oh, 5th, the 6th, and just a random player that isn't very good that they didn't like. And Howie Roseman, listen, when I worked for him, nothing has changed in terms of his mindset. Aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. Are they done? Doubt it. If there's something else available that they view a move that can upgrade their team, he'll do it, because that's what he always does. Listen, when they win, when they have success, the intensity in that building just increases. It's not like they're just chilling and having a good time. So I'd expect the Eagles to keep pushing all their chips in the middle of the table. Tonight was a good night for them with the 49ers losing, and the rich get richer. And I would doubt, I'm not saying the Eagles will make another trade, but he's definitely going to be on the phone for the next week. I will promise you that. And on Miami, listen, they're better than last year. They've improved their defensive coaching staff by just adding Vic Fangio, but they're not nearly good enough to be a factor in the AFC. They're not physical enough. They're not good enough outdoors. And if Tyreek doesn't just go Jerry Rice meets Terrell Owens meets Randy Moss, they're just not going to win. And last night when he dropped that pass, like their margin for error, his greatness, he's got to be elite. And most of the time he is. And against a lot of random teams, the Carolina Panthers, the Denver Broncos, he's going to bend them over. But now they've played the Bills and they've played the Eagles, and I thought they got thoroughly outplayed. I will say this. I'm going to give some flowers to my guy Tua Tagovailoa. There was a large stretch in that game where you just watched the two quarterbacks and you went, Tua's throwing it better right now than Jalen. Now, he ended up throwing the pick late in the game. Obviously, Jalen did too, a little freakish, but I will say Miami, the Tua thing's a positive on the whole, but their team definitely defensively, they don't have the players. I mean, they got the coach. They just don't have the players. And just can't beat anyone who's any good. They dominate the average teams. Big week for them this week, playing Belichick, see if they can get right. Belichick now has a little confidence coming in after beating the Bills, but Miami, let's pump the brakes on anointing them.